The index predominantly started off, 20 odd points lower, if I'm not wrong. In fact, the Sensex is in the green. Let's pull up the individual names for you before we talk about some other mid-cap movers as well. Nifty and Sensex are flat. What's moving on the upside? Grasim, Reliance Communications, a mild tick of green there. Tata Motors, a mild tick of green, and Maruti Suzuki has opened with a mild tick of green despite the fact that it was down in the dumps yesterday, 3% off in yesterday's session on very heavy volumes. In today's session, just a bit stable. What has not done too well? Well, mind you, most of the banking names that you see that cut on are all ex-dividend. So PNB and Axis Bank essentially down close to 1.5% and 2.5% by virtue of the dividend payout as well. Our power opens on expected lines a bit lower, 1.5%. Mind you that plea admitted for an SFI or probe into the merger of R Power and RNRL, and that would have a sentimental impact on Reliance Power. That aside, Ambuja Cements down close to 1.5%. Some downticks that have come into a BPCL in today's trade. And that aside, an L&T takes a little bit of a backseat, but not too much. Just a couple of very active stocks. A common BTST yesterday was Indraprastha Gas. I just want to see how that one is open in trade. And I want to see how an IRB Infra is open in trade. IGL is flat. IRB Infra should come up. That one opens up 8.5%.
The Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs is going to meet today to consider a proposal for urea price hike to the tune of about 10%. Chambal Fertilizers kickstarts very well in trade, 3.5% up in the green. You've got traction coming in for RCF. It's a good 5% move on this one as well. Inflation, of course, that is the key monitorable, so watch out for how the banks are going to pan out ahead of that. A couple of banks going ex-dividend today. Axis Bank to the tune of about 16 rupees per share, BOB, PNB as well as Can Bank. So you may have to ignore the initial rates coming in on some of these names. Coal India, that of course is one stock which is in focus, and now the Children's Investment Fund has served a notice to Coal India to sell coal at market prices. Remember, we earlier got you an exclusive chat with the TCI partner as well. Coal India has also introduced a one-time offer that allows power utilities to lift coal directly from mines. That is something that the news buyers are reporting this morning. The stock starts off with a gain of about 0.5%. You've got lenders which have now allowed the CDR for Hotel Leela to rejig the 4,300 crore rupee debt. That is one stock in focus. Hotel Leela has kick-started with a gain of about almost 2.5% or so. Jyoti Labs, wherein the board is going to meet on June 15th to mull the amalgamation with Henkel India. So Jyoti Labs as well. It's a good 3% gain that the stock has started off with. And L&T is one stock which is in news after a good gain yesterday. Mitsubishi Heavy Industries may be buying a stake in L&T Shipbuilding. That is what the newspaper reports indicate. L&T, after a good run-up yesterday, has started off the day a little quiet. McLeod Russell, wherein they've challenged the government's retrospective tax law amendment. That, again, is something you read in the Economic Times first thing this morning. That stock is one in focus. And Cairn Energy, the listed parent of Cairn India, has agreed to buy Nautical Petroleum for a sum total of $644 million. So Cairn as well has started off a little soft currently in trade. I just want to bring up the advanced decline ratio as well and show you how that is currently panning out. Let's see what the advanced decline hands are indicating. And that's pretty much neck to neck, you would have to say. So it's a quietest start there. And the Nifty as well has started off. The Nifty futures currently lower by about 1 or 2 points is the discount that we're currently running at. The Nifty futures at 51.17. That is where the spot Nifty is, I beg your pardon. And the Sensex as well, quiet as quiet can be.